What's up, guys? It's your boy Vince, writer, aka B-boy Vinzo, DJ Vinzo. I don't know, guys. The intro is already off itself. Do I have to really finish it? Nope. But I do need to actually, somewhat do. Is predictions, which is gonna be interesting because I'm on the Instagram of Break Free Worldwide, and I'm trying to where the heck is? Oh, there it is. Well, actually, it's all like spread in different. Yeah, I don't know. That's the one, Gravity versus Rocks, right? I'm trying to see if I can find a good amount of them. And yes, this is a very unorganized video itself. All I can say is that who cares, right? Okay, so Flea Rock versus Palmer. And by the way, something crazy about this whole event. The first ever, okay, mind you, oh, look at all those goodies they have. You got the sneakers and the freaking mics and, sponsors, the Connies, and, they got it. They got it for the squad as well, for the competitors. So if they lose, they still win because they get free shoes and free clothing and free gaming, especially box one. He got his gaming stuff, mic and shirt and free sneakers. But moving on, yeah, pretty much this is the first ever event in NASA. In NASA, out of all the places, they have it in NASA. They have it. If there's, I know for some people, okay, Vince, what is that a big deal? Well, if you're part of the b-boy community, and if you don't know ish about space and how we're living in an interesting time where it's space travel, and that's what I'm trying to think. Moy, I don't know if you're watching this, b-boy Moy. Do you want to go to space? There's a part of me where I feel like he really wants to go to space. He wants to be Elon Musk out these streets. He wants to be Jeff Bezos in these streets. He wants to go to NASA. He probably wants to make his own space brand and actually go to space, being the first ever b-boy own a space brand to send people to space and have the first b-boy event in space. He's really into that itself, which I don't blame him because, maybe because it's a Texas thing and, into space. I like space travel. I saw the inspiration for. I saw all the space launches, the demo, the SpaceX, the blah blah blah, all that. But man, he's really actually gonna have this whole event at the Space Center, and there's a part of me where I'm like, that's cool. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, breaking the b-boy culture mixed with space. I don't know if that matches. At least to me, it doesn't really sound appealing. It's kind of like, peanut butter and pickles. I'm sorry. That's disrespectful. It's kind of like, I don't know. It doesn't sit much well itself, but what am I doing? I'm here. I am overthinking it. It's just that not my thing, what I mean? Maybe for, I don't know. I guess when it comes down to sports or when it comes down to music itself, I think techno music would actually match the space if there was like a what are they called, bonfire jams or something like that, techno jams, um like festivals or whatever. I don't know that culture. Okay, like techno festivals, like Testo, DJ Testo and whatever, like that kind of thing. I can see that being somewhat like hosting on NASA, or probably like some of the biggest, like the Olympians, like like B-boy Moy being part of the U.S. Olympics, or actually starring in the U.S. Olympics for 2024. But like Olympians in general, like Bowles more probably, and Serena Williams and all these other athletes and stuff like that, to actually take a tour in NASA and actually be the first to actually go to space. And I don't know, I feel like Maury is really wanting to actually go up there. Does he follow SpaceX? Does he follow these other people within the space community? Because listen, I'm a huge fan when it comes to space travel and our discovery to go to space. I followed the whole mission when it comes down to the moon mission, the mission to Mars that Elon Musk is eagerly wanting. But stuff like that. And I'm just thinking, I can't really connect that with the b-boy culture. I'm sorry. Anyways, but yeah, I would like to actually, one day when I, especially one day interviewing b-boy more, I want to ask him that, but, I'm too poor, and also I'm too small to actually interview anyone, let me tell you. Anyways, let's get into these brackets, because I think that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, and shout out to Ukraine. Stay safe. Man, where do I start here? Okay, I can really start from the actual bracket itself that they have. Like, I'm trying to really seek that bracket. And can I see the bracket? Okay, I think it's somewhere here. It's somewhere here. Okay, we're gonna do a search. You guys search with me. Just pretend this is like a live stream without the streaming. It's just me just diddling around to actually find the freaking event. It's so crazy that it's actually in NASA. Like what? You think it would be like in a, you know, stadium or something, but in NASA, I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I mean, does it make sense? I don't know. Like a breaking event in NASA is like, I don't know. It still confuses me. But here I am delaying that because I'm trying to find the freaking bracket. Anyways, let's just go here. Let's see if they have it here. Tickets. No, that's not what I want. Where is the freaking? Go to the. I don't want the tickets. But do you have the bracket? I don't want the tickets. Give me the bracket. By the way, if you want to get tickets, you can come here, even though it's too late because the event is starting real soon. But where is the Oh, there it is. Hello? Oh, it's happening. Okay. Here it is. We're gonna see the bracket. We're gonna see the bracket. Are we gonna see the bracket? Are we gonna see the bracket? Oh god, I'm not doing a good job in my. Oh my god, where is the bracket? The only battle I know is freaking Gravity versus Rock's Right. And man, here it is. Wait, no, this is not it. This is not it. I don't know. Anyways, this is the best that you're getting from me, okay? We got these competitors. We got Flea Rock. We got Palmer, Melissa, Box One, Gravity, Rock's Right, Kate, Phil Wizard. I'm not gonna go to this whole, conversation about boy versus girl versus boy thing, and them trying to really, I guess diversify in a way to actually make that happen. And there's a part of me where I'm like, hey, it's your event, do what you do. But man, it would be cool if they had like, I understand they probably have like this somewhat of a smaller bracket, because if it was bigger, and let me tell you, when it comes down to break free, they go big. They go big with brackets. And there it is. There's the battle is happening. There's four. There's a very small bracket. I mean, look at this. What? There's a small, but also a small amount of battles that is gonna happen, but it can go big either way. Because these are one of the dopest b-boys and b-girls out there, and this is gonna be my unfiltered, unwoke, un like unbiased opinion of me when it comes down to these b-boys and b-girls. Okay, me giving you my honest opinion, my unbiased opinion. No matter, I don't care about anyone's feelings. It's my opinion, and I'm sharing you of who I feel like is gonna win. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna give it to you. Okay, anyways, I'm about to share you on who I think might take it or something like that. But also, I'm going to talk about the B-boys and B-girls in this bracket, because it's some interesting stuff that I just want to get out the way. But I want to give you, it's coming from me. It's my opinion, okay? And I don't want to offend anybody, and I don't want to offend these B-boys and B-girls because they're dope. But I'm just going to give you my opinion on how I see it, okay? It's not just, it's me being real. And that's the one thing within the b-boy culture, the b-boy and b-girl culture that I love, is that we are unfiltered. We are very honest. We are so honest. We are not like, trying to be like new or, newish and trying to follow trends. F that, okay? We're honest, and we don't care anyone's feelings no matter what we say, because we really mean it, okay? We mean that. Okay, anyways, enough of the tough guy shot. And pretty much, of course, you can share your opinions as well in the comments if but usually I don't really get a lot of comments because I'm not that big. I mean, my main channel's big, but I don't care to actually make this channel big. I don't care any of that, okay? Let me give you what I'm about to give you, okay? Flea Rock. He's what I'm kidding. But Flea Rock is the dopest. He's the battle cat. He's the real one. Now, when it comes down to that realness that I've been talking about, you gotta give it to Flea Rock. This dude's a savage. He's gonna use his battle cat mentality. The same thing that he used and that is highlighted in the Red Bull BC1. He's gonna use that in Spacecity Classic. It's gonna be real. And I feel like he might win. I don't know. Will he? Will he not? I've been cheering for Flea Rock, and a lot of times I lose. but I still cheer for him because he's the realist and he's been through a lot. That whole thing with the YouTube, like his YouTube was on lockdown or something because someone stole his like account or whatever, like he was hacked. Man, that has to suck because of the amount of days he's been practicing and losing all that would suck. But good thing he got it back. But other than that, he's a real true b-boy. He's part of his own essence and bringing that trueness to the game. And his, like the moves that he's been building up. And also the fact that he's been somewhat taking a break, developing his body and, pretty much, progressing the way he wants. It's also going to give him huge strength and a huge push within these battles. So that's going to be dope. And yeah, it pretty much he's going up against Palmer, the guy with the turf shop fashion, and him knowing to be like like somewhat a hard b-boy to battle. Palmer is an interesting b-boy. He's not one of those b-boys that are like power moves on power moves and going full power. I never see that, especially Havokoro, Moi's crew. I never see how power, like it's always about originality. And for Palmer's originality is somewhat like, is always like an interesting spectrum. These little details he does, the same thing with Zeshin, like he just does it so well. And his battle mentality is just right there, at least the way he puts it, because this guy is so experienced. These two B-boys, Flea Rock and Palmer, are very experienced. So two of them are actually really going to kill it. I just only imagine, like, I don't know who's it going to be because Palmer is a tough one, but Flea Rock is the one that I sort of cheer for because he's like a huge inspiration, especially how I see him. But these two B-boys are so, like, they've been going at it. Well, I'm not going head to head. I mean, I guarantee you these two guys are friends, at least that's the B-boy way. Hey, we beef on the floor, but after that battle, we're friends, and I believe that. I really do. And I don't know, I feel like I want to cheer for Flea Rock. Like, but Palmer has an advantage of smoothness. It depends on what he's going to wear. I swear. Palmer better not wear shorts again. I'm sorry. I told you I was going to be honest. I'm tired of seeing like the hairy legs and this freaking like, dude, how short does your shorts want to be? And what's up with it? Like, he doesn't care. I understand. Hey, they're in that age where they just don't care. You think they care about, like, oh, people being disgusted about their hairy bods? Absolutely not. They don't give two Fs. They do what they do. And I respect that. But at the same time, I really don't want to see Palmer's hairy legs. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm tired of seeing the hairy legs. God, just stop. Just wear some short. Like, it has to be so cold in Texas. You're telling me, Palmer, that you're gonna be wearing the shortest shorts. And you're gonna be a shirt. Now he's hearing this and he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna wear it. So what about it, Vince? What's up? And I'm just gonna like, dude, come on. You don't need to do that. You have a lot of clothes. You have probably a jacket that is better than all my other jackets that I have. Better than my, Vans and Reeboks jackets that I have. You have jackets that are way better than mine. And he's got the dunks. He's got the coolest sneaks. And he has to have some, like, skater jeans that he can rock. That will be so clean. But, hey, if he wears shorts and stuff like that, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he's dressing up for summer. And we're literally in the freaking, like, 30-degree weather here. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like Flea Rock might take it, but Palmer, he's got an advantage. He's hometown advantage. He might, easily kill it. It will be easy kill for him. It's just that Flea Rock has to maintain his like power himself, and also that battle mentality has to come out a little bit more, especially up against Palmer. I don't know. Anyways, next we got Melissa versus Box One. Okay, now pretty much Box One is like, to me, like, he's just the funkiest cat, repping Philly, the biggest. I never actually heard what crew he's from. I guess he's from Bred to Burn. I thought he's from, like, Ill Flav, that Philly Ill Flav, the one that I think Josh is part of, and also some other B-boy. I forget. It was these other two B-boys, and I forget their name. They were killing it in New York in the B-boy network, but I forget their name. But, Box One was part of that. And now, I guess he's part of Bred to Burn. I think you're only supposed to be part of one crew, because here's the thing. And Vicious by Nature is the newest, crew out there, and I guess Melissa's part of it, you know. And can I say this? No bashing on Melissa. By the way, she is a very hardworking B girl. But yo, you're for, I appreciate that she's representing Belarus, but man, she tried to represent USA as if I'm trying to think, why is she trying to be part of like the USA Olympic team? Like you're from Belarus. You're like, I don't get it. What happened to your authenticity? Are we gonna have this like Ilangu kind of like situation? Anyway, sorry. But yeah, Melissa, hardworking B girl, came out of nowhere. Well, came from Belarus, but came out of nowhere and just started striking. I wish she represents Belarus more and represent that because there's barely any B girls in Belarus. And I don't know what's going up there. Belarus is like close to Ukraine, so prayers to Eastern Europe. It's really scary over there. But Melissa might, you know, depending on what moves she got, I kind of feel like Box One might have it. He's just a bit more funky on the funky side. That's why I think of him. He's got that steez, and he's got that, I guess, boxing style in a way. At least that's what I see true. And his attitude is on point. He's got the power. He might take it. And it would be an obvious hit. But for Melissa, I'm really thinking about the details and skill. But I feel like Melissa's, skill, talents, and techniques are not powerful enough to go up against Box One. But I believe to me, it's all about mass. It's all about the momentum of what you really give in the floor and what kind of power and also in that feeling or in that moment. If Box One slips, at least once, Melissa could take over. And there's a part of me where I feel like Melissa might win. I feel like it's going to be an underdog moment. But at the same time, for me, Box One, he might win. And I probably wouldn't be surprised. And, I wish the best for, like, Melissa because she's definitely, like, one that is sort of, like, in the circuit of being one of the best B-girls out there, at least from what I've seen, especially being part of Vicious by Nature. I believe that's a crew that, I don't know who created it. There's a part of me where I'm thinking, like, did Gravity create that crew? I could be wrong. I don't know. But, yeah. It's either going to be Melissa or Box One. I'm kind of, like, mixed with this because if Box One was known about power and EP has his signature that is kind of well known out there compared to other B-boys, like Palmer, he's well known for that little like the tread style that he has that is known. Flea Rock is known for the balance and also his battle mentality that he has, and pretty much. I feel like I don't know about Box One. I feel like there is something about Box One. It could be like his belly mills to like in the 1990s, and also the power that he has, and also the experience, the energy that he brings. But man, Melissa could take it because I'm thinking like this could be sort of like in the middle between these two battlers right here. And Melissa might win. And that's going to be interesting to see because I don't really, this is no bashing to Box One. This is no bashing to anyone. But it feels like, Melissa could have a chance. If Box One slips, Box One doesn't, if he does a move twice, Melissa could definitely take it. And I'm interested to see that. Anyways, Gravity versus Roxrite. Now, this is the battle that so many people were talking about. And I'm just going to be, for real, I'm kind of biased because Gravity all the way, Gravity's the homie. I remember he was the first B-boy that I interviewed when back in Style Elements, a long time ago. And Roxrite, I never met him, but he's been a huge inspiration just, from the fundamentals and just understanding breaking from a fundamental stance and how it's really standing and how, rounds on rounds is somewhat that kind of important, especially knowing about Roxrite. But I don't know. Gravity, for such like the battles that he won only in a couple weeks, that he's probably got to take it. And I kind of see that. But also for Roxrite, he's just so experienced. He's just up there. So it could be Roxrite, but man, Gravity, when it comes down to his creativity and his, mentality, and also, one thing I like about Gravity is his cockiness. So that alone can actually definitely, help him win. And I feel like Gravity is definitely going to win it. And, Like literally, he's just out there. He's got like especially Monster Energies back, and people saying like, oh, because Rockstar is sponsored by Red Bull. And look, I don't care about the freaking energy drinks. You know my stance when it comes. Actually, stance. Shout out to Stance TV. You know my pin. If you know me, you know my opinions when it comes to energy drinks and break-in. I feel like that is never a factor in any event because we see Red Bull folks in Monster Energy events. We see Monster Energy, crews in Red Bull events, and it's just like whatever. It's like whatever. What it has to do with anything. It's probably different. Probably in the future, if we see like Team Adidas versus like Team Nike, with G Lu and Kid Karam with Team Nike and also some other sneaker brands, maybe that could play in a different role in terms of their events. But when it comes to energy drinks, I'm just like, whatever. They're just freaking energy drinks. What does that even matter when it comes to the tribe or something like that? I don't think I ever seen a b-boy or b-girl or any athlete when it comes to representing an energy drink like that, like sort of like a tribe, like a tribal, like we're part of this clique or whatever. And I never seen that. They always been cool with each other. I seen Red Bull folks cool with Monster Energy folks, probably close with Bang Energy and also G Fuel and other energy drink brands. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't see any kind of like hostility at all. In any case, in any competitive way. So it's like, well, whatever. But Gravity versus Rockstride, I feel like Gravity might take it. I see Vans trying to take, really wanting to have Gravity, and Gravity still be rocking them Nikes. I'm like, bro, Vans is here. I don't even know if Gravity owns any Vans. Oh, I always see him Nike, or with them new Catch Wreck shoes. When is that gonna come out? Shout out to Catch Wreck. Anyways, Kate versus Phil Wizard. Final one in the bracket. And man, shout out to Kate. Ukraine is going through a lot. And pretty much I think there's I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope. But now thinking about it, I think I saw Kate's story time. And I believe that she is still in Ukraine. I'm hoping not, because I hope that she's here in the US where she's safe. And I couldn't imagine if she's in Ukraine. I feel so bad for Victor, because Victor's, two of them are together, the ultimate B-boy and B-girl couple. But man, for Victor, knowing that, his girlfriend is like in Ukraine, the only love, man, I can only imagine how he's very worried about it. But hopefully, like, I could be wrong. All that is left out the window. And hopefully that, Kate is here in the US, because she's like, dual citizenship, at least how I see it. That, she's from Ukraine, but she also is like, trying to live with US with his husband. With her husband, I mean. And it's, her future husband. They're not married yet. I wouldn't be surprised that they are. And there's just been like this. I've been seeing this like surgeons between, B-boys and B-girls. So many Bonnie and Clydes out there that are developing, the most powerful ones when it comes down to a power dynamic couple. Gilu with D-Tex. And you got like, and of course Kate with Victor, and then I'm looking at Mad Max, and I'm just like, okay, Mad Max, who are you marrying? What on earth are you doing, girl? What on earth are you doing? Okay, can I just like, she's chilling with Shaman, and then you're chilling with Wolfer, and you're chilling with who's the others? Jordy, and also some other Belgium cats, and then you got you're in Brazil, and I'm just like, I'm confused. But yeah, it's pretty much Kate versus Phil Wizard. Phil Wizard is a tough one to beat. And Phil Wizard itself, like, he's just so powerful. He's definitely gonna win unless Kate is, could actually, really go in her, like, in the right time, musicality wise and ability wise, and just the dynamics, if she has, because I always seen Kate like, I don't know. I seen Kate as a very flowy and also intricate footwork individual. I don't know. That's all I see true Kate. And Kate was never in my top 10. I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry, okay? This is just me being honest. Who really, really cares of what I say? I don't know if Kate's going to see this. Kate is never in my top 10. There's been other B-girls that are in my top 10. Jilu, for example. I don't really care much about Jilu, But the fact that, she's like, sponsored by Nike, and now she's like the biggest competitor, and now she's like big, especially around the Olympics. Like she is, a tough one to beat, and all these like flexible and also yet intricate moves that she has. But Kate is very experienced in battling itself, even though she's not really, up there as one of the best. She's just like, a huge contributor, especially around with Break Free Worldwide. I believe that Break Free sort of have a relationship with Kate, and Kate has been like good, has been in good bonds with Break Free. I don't know what was that all about, but I kind of see it in a way. I always like to articulate, analyze in some certain detail, at least in my opinions. But I'm gonna be honest, Phil Wizard, he might win. I'm just gonna say he wins. And he will win because I don't know if it would be surprising, because Kate needs to have some power. Unless she chose an air flare or an air baby or something that happens to be like up in the feet, because it seems like her feet are mostly up in on the ground. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't see much in terms of Kate. Not that she's bad. She's better than me. I can guarantee you that. But I don't know. I just feel like Phil Wizard is gonna win. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. That's just the truth of it. But what do I feel like who's gonna take so bad? Look, I'm not making any bets. I could. Okay, it's Gravity. If I bet on Gravity, it wouldn't be a surprise. He's gonna win. What I'm guess? Oh, who am I kidding? Gravity's gonna win. Okay, $1,000 on the line. I'm putting it on the bet. I'm kidding. But man, Gravity definitely is gonna win. Just Gravity is powerful than all of them. From the looks of it, especially his experience and how he's really going at it, it's impossible, It's just impossible. That's all I gotta say. Also, shout out to DJ Wicked. He's gonna be the DJ, obviously. DJ's Wicked. He's dope. And here comes the criticism. Yep, you hear it. He's got to stop with the freaking voices in his mix. Dude, will you stop freaking shout out to, you just stop it, okay? Like, I never heard, like, here's a critique in one of DJ Wicked's breakbeats. And the way I see DJ Wicked, he's a dope DJ. Dope personality. But man, there's times where I see him like, bro, you're doing too much, okay? You're just, you see his face and he's doing these like different, facial expressions. So I'm just like, what do you want me to say, dude? I just want to hear the beats where you stop talking in the beats. And he has these break beats, but he would talk or not talk. He would give shout outs randomly. Shout out to Style Elements. Shout out to Circle 5. Like even shout outs of crews that I haven't heard in years. Like it will be crews like shout out to crap. What's a crew like back then? I don't know. Shout out to like Sonic's crew. If you Sonic from Denmark, this is old school B-boy, by the way. It was like back in 2005 that he was on his prime, and I don't know where he is, but Sonic part of like nature. What is it? Natural Effects. Like he would give a shout out to those crews, that kind of crews, Natural Effects, and I'm just like, bro, what? No one has heard of that crew in ever. It would just be old school. It would be like a history pound of crews. He probably might give a shout out to Rocksteady. Shout out to Rocksteady. And I'm just like, Wicked, stop. And he always does that. I don't know. That's what I like about Wicked. I guess, because it's both annoying, but it's also like, yeah, I feel you. Anyways, I gotta stop before I get myself in trouble. I guarantee you Breakfree is not gonna invite me at all because of just the opinions I have. Let me tell you. My tolerance is just up here. Let's talk about the sponsors real quick. We got Breakfree, of course. Create Your Escape. I saw their jacket. I'm like, I want that. But yeah, that's a new brand. That's a B-boy brand. And we got Monster Energy, of course, the usual, the yada yada. HyperX. HyperX is a gaming sponsor. It still confused me. Look, Breakfree makes moves that I never thought any, and I mean any B-boy would ever make, would ever think of making. NASA? What, you sponsored by NASA? What the heck? Well, actually, they're not sponsored by NASA, as you can see here. But they're also sponsored like Providence, and isn't that like Display? Where do you get that? You get like free TV screens or something, Display? Or what, you're getting free mics and also gaming kits from HyperX? What kind of sponsors are these? Is this a B-boy brand? Is Break Free like like a world brand or like a b-boy like event or something, they just get so many weird sponsors. They just grab whatever. Like, okay, a b-boy never grabbed this, but we can. Like, they innovate that way. It's so insane. This place dope. What else? View Sonic, freaking TV screens, more TV screens. View Sonic Elites. I'm like, bro, how does Break Free come up with this stuff? It's so random. And Providence as well, which I believe is like a mental health kind of like hospital kind of thing. I'm not familiar with it. Like, maybe the only kind of hospital related kind of thing would be like, I don't know, like regional or Kaiser. And Sakani, which is, I believe, is the only much, look, pretty much, especially with Create Your Escape, and Sakani are the most like somewhat a b-boyish, more b-boyish brand, because b-boys, they've been tackling sneakers big time. You be seeing all these b-boys and b-girls, like especially many sneaker brands wanting them because, of how much they damage their sneaks. And also, like, shout out to Sakani, and look, this is what their shoe looks like. Okay, let me show you. Bada boom. Bada boom. And look at that. It says, I'm not sure if this is like, a message to Phil Wizard, because Phil Wizard is known for actually not only being the dopest b-boy from Canada, but also just having sneakers that are just so busted. I'm like, dude, just change your sneakers. Why are you wearing? He just like has holes in them, and he still breaks. And I'm like, Phil, change your sneakers. I swear to God, you are a winner. You've been winning all these competitions. I know you have money for some new shoes. Change your freaking shoes, dude. I swear he would just be wearing shoes that are just like his toes are hanging off. And I don't know if you're trying to, is that aesthetic? I hope it's not. These are new shoes. They're free from Sakani. I swear to God, he better wear these. He better wear these. There are some b-boys that just don't change their shoes, and I changed my shoes, and I have a good amount. I'm poor, but at least I get to buy like shoes, like I don't care if it's like cheap ones from Target, and usually those are the ones that I mainly break on. I'm sorry. Anyways, that's it. Space City Jam. That's my predictions. Hope you enjoyed this rambling rant and whatever kind of video of me bitching about. Who's gonna win. Okay, bye.